Intel processors. But yeah, there you go. There's the motherboard itself. It is the, let's see, I'm looking for some sort of, it's MSI, as you can see down there. It says it. I believe it's the MSI H110M Pro VD. Alright guys, so as you know, we are building a streaming PC here. So far the only thing that's installed, however, is the power supply. So I've got several things here and I'm going to show you right now. Alright, so first things first, the motherboard I showed you in the last video was for 7th gen Intel processors, and I'm not doing that. So I exchanged it for an 8th gen compatible motherboard. This is the Asus Republic of Gamers Strix B360H gaming motherboard. Normally $119. I got it for $111. Thank you to price matching Newegg at Micro Center. So, and it's a beautiful black and red board. It's got hour sync. It's VR ready. Works with AMD Crossfire technology. It's got the Intel Optane memory option, which I might take advantage of someday, and as well as the Intel 8th gen support. So, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and open that here in a second. I got that. I also have the Cooler Master Lite 120. This is a very affordable water cooler, normally $49. I got it for $34. It supports Intel LGA 1151, which is this, and it'll support cooling an i3 with no problems. This can actually cool an i5 also, but we're only putting an i3 in the machine, so there's that. And last but not least for this episode, I got g.skill Ripjaws 5 or V. I don't know if that's 5 or V, but 8 gigabytes, normally 95, got it for 65. Thank you once again to price matching with Newegg at Micro Center. That's what I like about Micro Center is they price match Newegg and Amazon no problem. So very nice. Black and red, so matches the case. Everything matches. We got a black and red theme going here. So let's go ahead and install all the stuff. Now I should note that this is not going to be anything like the horrible build process that The Verge did last week. We all, I'm sure by now, have seen that. So, unlike that guy, I actually know what I'm doing. That being said, I don't have any anti-static mats or any of that stuff. I have never used that stuff, probably never will. And it's very rare that you get static shock. But it can happen. I'm not saying it can't happen, it just hasn't happened to me. But if it does, it does. That's why I have one of these. So, alright. We got the case off. Or the door off the case. And here's all the bags and stuff. Power supply is already installed. And we've got screws in here for various components. So, as well as all the hookups. So we'll leave all that for now. I just want to put the board in first. So that's what we're going to do. And this board is not an M-ATX. This is actually just a regular ATX, which is what this case is. So, no problem there. And then inside we've got all the stuff we're going to need. Now, I will say we're not going to put on the cooler yet because I don't have the processor yet. But we've got stickers here for something. Oh, these are cable labels. That's kind of cool. Don't know if I'll use them, but that's kind of cool. And we've got, this would be the firmware and probably software as well. So there's Asus, thank you for purchasing, blah blah blah. Yeah, you're welcome. Then we've got motherboard guide, which I will use so I can hook it up correctly. That's one thing you want to do. I know a lot of people don't use manuals, but you actually need them for motherboards. Because not all motherboards are the same. This is pretty cool. This is a do not disturb thing for your door, which is pretty cool. I'll hang on to that. I'll probably actually use that. I do get disturbed sometimes. And as well as SATA cables. And more SATA cables looks like. And some other cable. Anyway, I'll figure all that out later. Move that all off to the side. As well as the manual. Oh, zip ties looks like. That's cool, they provide you with zip ties. That's pretty cool. Props. And the standoffs, that's what I was looking for. Sweet, all right. Set that box down there, off to the side. And we are gonna put on the standoffs before I even take the motherboard out of the case, or out of the packaging. So, okay, so one thing I wanted to point out is that there are no standoffs that came with this case, and I was kind of confused. And so I looked it up, and it turns out the case has built-in standoffs, which are just parts of the metal that are risen up. Anyway, and they match up with the holes, no problem. So all you have to do is just screw in the screws, and that's it. The standoffs are built in, and I think that's pretty cool. That's really handy. I just didn't know, so I wanted to look it up. I didn't want to mess up anything. Again, I don't want to be like, you know, The Verge here and building a PC the wrong way and giving bad advice at the same time. So just wanted to make sure. And in case you didn't know, well, now you know. So now we just screw in the motherboard. You want to make sure the logo goes that way, and it should, if it's the correct RAM, the dedicated WAM even should snap right in. All right, you want to give it an even push, and when you know it's installed when it clicks back. This little thing pushes forward. Watch, just like that. It is installed. 8 gigs of RAM, just like that. So now I hook up everything. So, and I'll do all that off camera just because it's boring and tedious. So yeah, that'll really do it for this part 2 video. We got the motherboard installed, RAM installed. Part 3 is going to show me installing the CPU and then adding the cooler as well. And as well as the M.2. Which is cool about this motherboard, it's got 2 spaces for M.2, so dual M.2 channels there, so very cool. Then we'll boot it up from there, install Windows, and then part 5 obviously will be the graphics card, which I've decided is going to be a 1050 Ti, currently going for 204. So I should also point out that this glows, which is cool, and then the Cooler Master cooler part that sits on the CPU also glows, the logo, so very cool stuff. So there you go, that's it for now. A very black and red themed build. I love it. So I will see you all in the next video, and I will link the part list below that's on Micro Center that I've made. So thanks for watching, guys. See you all in the next video. Peace.
Hoje tu vê como tá.